Are you ready to hear the wildest story in the history of showbiz? It's the tale of Montell Jordan, the man who went from being a chart-topping R&B singer to a man of the cloth. That's right, folks. Montell Jordan is now a pastor, and let me tell you, it's a journey that's full of twists, turns, and enough drama to fill a soap opera. It all started in the 1990s when Montell Jordan was just a young up-and-comer trying to make it in the music industry. He had a smooth voice, good looks, and a killer sense of style. But most importantly, he had a hit song that everyone couldn't get out of their heads. This is how we do it. For those of you who may not remember, Montell Jordan was a big name in the 90s. He had a string of hits like This Is How We Do It and I Like, and he was known for his smooth R&B vocals and catchy beats. But what you may not know is that Montell Jordan has made a major shift in his life. He's gone from being a singer to a pastor. Now, I know what you might be thinking. How does someone go from singing about partying and love to preaching the Word of God? It's a big transition, and one that Montell Jordan has made with grace and conviction. But before we get into his transformation, let's go back to the beginning. Growing up in South Central Los Angeles, Montell had a rough childhood. His father was a preacher, and his mother worked as a nurse, but money was tight and life was tough. Montell and his siblings had to fend for themselves, and that meant getting into a bit of trouble now and then. But Montell was a smart kid. He excelled in school and was always at the top of his class. He had dreams of becoming a doctor or a lawyer, but music was always his first love. Montell started singing in the church choir at a young age, and he quickly developed a passion for R&B music. Despite his love for music, Montell decided to pursue a degree in business administration. He attended California State University, Long Beach, and graduated with honors. After college, Montell landed a job at a big accounting firm in Los Angeles. But Montell couldn't shake the feeling that he was meant for something more. He had always dreamed of making it big in the music industry, and he knew that he had the talent and drive to succeed. So, after much contemplation, Montell made the difficult decision to leave his steady job and pursue his dreams full-time. It wasn't easy at first. Montell had to hustle and grind, performing at local clubs and trying to get his music out there. But he never gave up. He kept writing, recording, and performing, and eventually his hard work paid off. Montell's breakthrough came when he was signed to Def Jam Recordings. His debut album, This Is How We Do It, was an instant hit, and the title track became a massive worldwide success. From there, Montell's career took off, and he went on to release several more albums and singles that became hits. But Montell Jordan's success didn't stop there. He followed up This Is How We Do It with a string of other hits, including I Like, Let's Ride, and Something for the Honeys. Each of these songs was a certified banger, and they helped to establish Montell Jordan as a top-selling artist. In addition to his solo success, Montell Jordan also worked with other artists and producers to create hit collaborations. He teamed up with LL Cool J on the song I Can Love You, and he worked with Timbaland on the track Get It On Tonight. Both of these songs were major hits and helped to further cement Montell Jordan's place in the music industry. It wasn't just Montell Jordan's smooth vocals and catchy beats that made him a success. He was also known for his high-energy live performances, which often included elaborate stage setups and choreography. Montell Jordan was a true showman, and he knew how to put on a performance that left his fans wanting more. But as his fame grew, Montell Jordan found himself struggling with the demands of the industry. He faced pressure to maintain a certain image and to keep producing hit songs, and he struggled to find a balance between his career and his personal life. It was a difficult time for Montell Jordan, and he began to feel a sense of emptiness and a desire for something more meaningful. That's when he turned to faith and started exploring his relationship with God. Through his journey of faith, Montell Jordan found a sense of purpose and direction that he had been missing. He decided to pursue a career in ministry and enrolled in seminary, where he worked hard to learn about the Bible and the teachings of Jesus. And today, Montell Jordan is a pastor at a church in Los Angeles, where he uses his gifts and talents to serve others and spread the word of God. He's a living example of how faith can change a person's life and bring them a sense of purpose and direction. So, how did he make this transformation? It all started with a decision. Montell Jordan realized that he had been living a fast-paced, fame-filled life, and it wasn't fulfilling him the way he thought it would. He started to feel a sense of emptiness and a desire for something more meaningful. That's when he turned to faith. Montell Jordan found solace in God and began to explore his relationship with Him. He started attending church and participating in Bible studies, and he found that his new focus on faith gave him a sense of purpose and direction that he had been missing. Eventually, Montell Jordan decided to take the next step and become a pastor. He enrolled in seminary and worked hard to learn about the Bible and the teachings of Jesus. Now, Montell Jordan is a pastor at a church in Los Angeles, where he preaches to a diverse group of people from all walks of life. He uses his experiences as a performer and his love of music to connect with his congregation and bring the message of God to them in a way that is relevant and relatable. But Montell Jordan's journey doesn't end there. He has also started a ministry called Musicians on Call, which brings music to hospital patients and helps bring joy and healing to those who are facing difficult times. It's truly inspiring to see how Montell Jordan has used his gifts and talents to serve others and spread the word of God. He's a living example of how faith can change a person's life and bring them a sense of purpose and direction. But Montell Jordan's journey wasn't always easy. Like many of us, he faced challenges and setbacks along the way. He struggled with the pressure of fame and the expectations that came with it, and he had to make difficult decisions about his career and his personal life. But through it all, Montell Jordan kept his faith and remained focused on his purpose. He never lost sight of the fact that his talents and abilities were gifts from God, and he used them to serve others and make a positive impact in the world. In addition to his work as a pastor and through Musicians on Call, Montell Jordan has also found ways to give back to his community. He volunteers his time and resources to help those in need, and he works to raise awareness about important causes and issues. One of the things that I admire most about Montell Jordan is his humility and his willingness to share his story with others. He doesn't shy away from talking about the challenges he faced and the mistakes he made, and he uses his experiences to inspire and encourage others. In an age where so many of us are constantly seeking attention and validation from others, Montell Jordan's journey is a reminder of the importance of focusing on what truly matters. It's a reminder that our talents and abilities are meant to be used for the greater good, and that by serving others and living a life of purpose, we can find true fulfillment and happiness. Montell will always have a love for music, and he's found a way to incorporate it into his ministry. He's released a gospel album called Shake Heaven, which has touched the hearts of listeners around the world. The album is full of uplifting and inspiring songs that are sure to get you moving and singing along. The themes and messages present in Montell's gospel music are ones of hope, faith, and redemption. He writes about his own struggles and journey towards faith and encourages listeners to find hope and purpose in their own lives. The album has been a major success, and Montell has been able to use his platform and influence to spread the message of faith through his music. What a wild journey of Montell Jordan, the man who went from being a chart-topping R&B singer to a man of the cloth. It's a journey that's full of twists, turns, and enough drama to fill a soap opera. But ultimately, it's a story of redemption and hope. And we can all learn a thing or two from Montell's journey. So, what do you think about Montell Jordan being a pastor now? I want to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comments. Whether you're a fan of Montell's music or not, I think we can all agree that it's a beautiful thing to see someone turn their life around and dedicate themselves to serving others. So let's hear it. What do you think about Montell Jordan being a pastor?